애나 어른이나 남자들이란 씨.
The man raised his knife and plunged it into the woman's thigh. The woman was suddenly torn apart by pain. But I can't stop swearing. The man had to turn the handle. He's a retired killer. Because I'm tired of all the fighting. Choose to marry his wife and retire. But my wife loves to travel. He's going out with his friends. He left his friend's daughter in the care of a man. The old horse hates dealing with children. But he didn't dare disobey his wife. Can only come to school as promised. But the girl wasn't the only one in the car. And his close classmates. The old horse could not help but curse, but he had to accept his fate. I didn't know what the girl said next. Unexpectedly let the old horse happy almost take off. The girl is going to a classmate's house for the night. I hope the old horse doesn't tell his mother. The old horse was very excited but still dressed calmly. He pulled out a wad of bills and slipped them into the girl's purse. Telling a girl to go to someone else's house. Make sure you buy some presents. Take the two to their destination. The old horse did not return to run, glad that he was finally relieved. But we just reached the crossroads. I saw the girl get into a stranger's car. It turned out that he had not gone to his classmate's house. The old horse didn't want to interfere, but he was worried about the girl and had to turn around and follow. Lucky for the old horse when he slipped the girl the money. I put the locator in my wallet. Ma based his GPS on the satellite. Find a hidden warehouse. Look at the motorcycle at the door and tell me the girl is inside. The old horse walked in along the passage. Turns out it's an ice rink. And the girl was on her knees. Listen to a female boss scold. He hits girls when he raises his hand. It's full of lights. Saw the old horse break in. His men immediately rushed to surround him. But the old horse only used one punch and one kick. Let them fall instantly. Put a knife in the old horse. The old horse not only did not frown, and punched a blind woman in the right eye. Despite the successful rescue of the girl. Can be years of professional habits. Makes him feel like something's wrong. Sure enough, the police came early in the morning. Claimed he was involved in a murder. The rink he went to last night. 5 gangsters were stabbed to death. Soon the girl got a call. The lady who owns the rink is looking for him, and let him take the old horse with him. He didn't know until he grabbed the phone. The dagger that he touched has become a woman to threaten their own tools. If the old horse doesn't show up, the woman will take the dagger to the police station. He didn't want any trouble. I had to dig up weapons that had been buried for years. Come to the place designated by the woman as promised. He's a tough guy. For touching a dagger. He was framed as a murderer by the mob. The man had to go to the gang and force them to hand over the evidence. Seeing bald head so tortured, black boss scared, hurriedly took out the dagger and gave it to the man. But the man just came home, only to find that the girl his wife had entrusted to him was missing. It must have been those guys who just did it. The old horse returned and tied the woman up. To find out where the girl is, the old horse pierced the woman's thigh with a dagger. Women are tortured. Finally tell me where the girl is. The old horse followed the address. But there's no sign of the girl in any of the rooms. Hearing screams nearby, the old horse rushed in. I saw a girl pinned to the ground, being forced to make videos for money. The old horse saved him decisively and asked him where the girl was. But they don't even know that. The same could happen to him if he can't find a girl. The old horse was so distraught that he went on a killing spree in the hotel. The hotel manager approached Ma. Tell him the girl will be sold first thing in the morning. But the old horse had no chance to save him. He must pay for the deaths of so many people. The old horse did not respond to him and ran straight into the hotel. He pulled out his belt and straightened the rope. And the man came after him. Pony a fake. He took the opportunity to tie the rope around the man's waist. And then he kicked himself out the window. The old horse fell into the car and was all right. I just got up to find the police looking for me. The other side with a pistol forced the old horse to save the prisoner. But the old horse grabbed the pistol and managed to control the policeman. The two drove to the dock and found the girl just in time. The old horse stepped on the gas and hit the car. But I just rescued the girl. The black boss's car crashed over. Thank God for the horse reaction. Just in time, we got away with it. The old horse came to find the man and gave him a hard lesson. Ask him who took the girl. I didn't know men were tough. The old horse felt a cell phone on him. After getting through, the policeman's phone rang. Turns out he's a dirty cop. Old horse fell off a building last night. In the cop's trunk. Found the woman's body. They must have killed him to keep him quiet. Let the police take care of everything. Ma used this as blackmail, forcing the police to erase evidence of their crimes, and find out who wants a girl by name. The police had no choice but to agree. But he told old horse that the group was powerful. No one dares to offend anyone who asks for a girl by name. But the old horse did not care. To prevent the girl from getting hurt again, he decided to find out who was behind it. How does the world's top killer kill? He easily put down the guards outside, broke into the building. The bodyguard sensed something was wrong and called for backup.
Boris. Hadi bir çay.
The old horse fought all the way to the top floor finally. He forced the police to help him, ready to find out who did it. Who knows the moment of truth? The police turned their guns on themselves. The old horse was gunned by them and had to commit a crime. The bodyguard took him into the room. The old horse finally saw the real culprit. This man already has supreme power, but he is keen to find beautiful young girls, forcing them to sell their bodies for money. And he's got it in for his friend's daughter. Let the other side without a word to solve the old horse. The police were eager to make a mark, take the initiative to take on this task. But he didn't know that it will be the most important decision of my life. The old horse was caught pretending. The whole point is to see the real killer. He took the cop's pistol and shot the scum. And took out all the guards. The bodyguard rushed forward angrily. In the end, the old horse won. He held the bodyguard's head down and rubbed it wildly against the steel plate. Then he fired a shot and sent the bodyguard away. Solve the bodyguard. Old horse immediately find the big man behind the scenes. No bullshit. Just pull the plane and get her out of here. One more word of this garbage is a waste. The old horse finally found out. It turned out that the wife's friend was not the girl's real mother. She's the worst whore in the world. Trying to trade young girls. Make money for oneself. The old horse ambushed her car early, forcing women to drive out of town. She had heard that the old horse was rich, so he deliberately approached his wife, trying to use the girl to seduce the old horse. Who knows, the old horse's sense of justice explodes. In the face of such vicious loneliness, he didn't hesitate to trigger automatically. The wife's trip ended and the old horse's promise was fulfilled. The couple can live happily ever after.